Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear, if the stream is working fine, so we can start our very first morning session of the week. Also, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Always fun to see the different countries checking in. And then we will start going over the charts, seeing if we have some opportunities for today, yes or no. All right. Okay. Clear. All right. Amazing. Good. Thanks for confirming. Yeah, I was looking into it. There are like two ideas that are really getting my interest at this specific moment. So I was already checking them. Let me first go through very quick here. Okay. So all right, let's go. Good. Belgium in the building. Good morning, bro. Hope you're doing great. Okay, amazing. Let's just start this morning session. So very first, let's go over 80 Canadian because I do have very much interest in this idea. What we see here is that the market has broken through the resistance zone and now is retesting or searching that higher low. So that's what I'm looking for. So we are back to the retest at this specific moment. We are at the demand zone. So this is a very interesting moment where the market could potentially go and start rising to the upside. Of course, there's always that possibility that the market will go a little deeper here, take out these two equal lows and react on the lower demand zone. All right. So that's still an opportunity here. I'm not going to use this support zone as structure to see if the market wants to reverse, yes or no. This is more the structure I will be looking at. All right. So these lows right over here, this is really the last point of structure before the breakout, in my opinion. So that's what I would be looking for. So right now we are back at that retest level. We are in some interesting levels. All right. We are really reacting on this demand zone. You see, we have some rejection on that 1 hour time frame. 30-minute time frame is also reacting on this. This is 100% your own decision, of course, what you want to react on. Do you want to react on imbalance zones? Do you want to react on demand zones? Do you want to react on price action moments? That's, of course, 100% your own decision. I'm just here to share my knowledge and my vision of the charts. The rest is all up to you. So no financial advice over here. So this is the very first one, 80 Canadian. Keep an eye on this one if you're not running it already. Okay. So let me give this a blue flag. The next one I want to go over before I really start trapping the markets is NZD Canadian. So NZD Canadian made some very obvious structure right over here, and we got that breakout yesterday. Right now we are same thing like 80 Canadian at some beautiful demand levels. Okay, so this is getting very interesting. Will the market react from this point and start rising up again? That's what we will see in the upcoming hours. So that's for NZD Canadian. Again, different options here. You could react on imbalance zones, you could react on demand zones, you could react with FIP levels, you could react with price action candles, you can react on so many different ways when it comes down with price trap. Okay, so this is NZD Canadian. For this one, I'm going to use that support zone. As you can see, this is like really the last point of structure before the market broke out. So we can focus on this. If the market does not respect this retest and we start breaking through the support levels again, we know we can follow up that market to the downside. Okay. So that's what I was looking for here for today, for right now. Some potentials that you could react on. Okay. So 80 Canadian and NZD Canadian. Right now, we can go and start seeing if we have some price traps for today. I see some pairs coming in. All right, I'm going to check that in a moment. Let me first check what the news has to offer. I already checked it pretty quick. We do have a CPI core flash here on Euro at 11. And then we have also from 2:30 until 4 some red news on USD and on the Canadian pairs. Okay, so I don't expect the biggest impacts. The unemployment cost index could, and the GDP here could have some good impacts, but for the rest, I don't expect the biggest movements today because of news. Okay, so good. Let's check what you are looking for. Well, that's a good question. Can you explain why the GPY pairs have massive wicks last days and there's no news, only holiday, bank holiday? To be honest, I don't know. Yesterday, I was also with the team on a morning session, and we saw this, and I was asking one of our guys who's very good at fundamentals what happened with the GPY pairs. And to be honest, we don't know. We're not really sure why we have seen such a big movements on these charts. So yeah, for me personally, I'm simply waiting until the GPY pairs are like a little bit slowed down and are back in some good and obvious structure, and then I'm going to use them again. But at this moment, this is too messy, so I'm staying away from that. Okay, so good. Let me check. I was really interested also here in AD NZD, as we see that the market has created some beautiful structure. Let me check the past here. So for the people who are here for the first time or watching the recording for the first time, I'm recording, right? Yeah, I'm recording. Okay. Or watching the recording for the first time, what are we doing here is pretty simple. All right. If we take a look at the Forex markets, the crypto markets, the stock markets, the indices, and you want to analyze that on a technical basis, you will see that the very basic principle of every single strategy are market structure or is market structure. Okay. So what we do here with the strategy is pretty simple. We want to find ourselves the last point of structures from the market and simply wait till we get a direction out of this. All right. What do I mean with that? We only get a direction of the market if the market is breaking certain highs or certain lows. That's the basic principle of the market. If we create higher highs, we can expect higher lows. If we create lower highs, we can expect lower lows. Pretty simple, right? Good. AUD USD, I'm going to stay away from that. I don't really like the chart. Same thing here with Euro JPY. Euro Canadian, nope. Euro Pound, also nothing to see here. Euro NZD is on a very interesting level, but I'm going to stay away from that. This could be a potential reversal from this point on, but I'm not reacting. I don't like it. Euro USD, kind of, but I'm not fully convinced. Here with GU, we could expect a bigger retest or a deeper retest after this breakout to the upside. You see, we are creating that uptrending market on the short term. For the 4 hour, this is like more a simple retracement from a massive downside movement. But what I would be interested in, because I saw you sending out GU also, and I do like this pair because of the structure and because of that uptrending market. If we want to see that market reverse, I would love to see this low getting broken. All right, before we don't break this low, I'm still very interested in taking GU to the upside. Okay. What do you mean exactly, like the impact of the Asian session? Are you talking about news, the different news events that can have impact on the Asian session, or are you more talking about the Asian high, the Asian low that we see that sometimes or a lot of times the Asian high or the Asian low gets taken out before the market moves in the direction we want to see? Is that what you want to see or want to talk about? The highs and lows, yes. Okay. Let me first move on. GCAT, I do like this one. We have a beautiful breakout of that structure over here. We do gotta pay attention though, as we are at massive supply zones from this downtrending move. So long term, we are at some interesting zones here. So we gotta be aware of that. Go. Why doesn't my alerts work? Is it? No, it isn't. I thought maybe it was my internet connection doing difficult, but it's just TradingView. And nah, I'm gonna stay away from that one. And the USD, not really the most obvious or most clean charts. This was something I was looking for yesterday. And it is at my zones. It is getting at my zones, let me say it like that. So we are creating this downtrending structure. And yesterday we saw that this was the last point of structure, creating this low over here. Because we didn't break that low, I was very interested for the market to see it spike above this little high, take out supply levels, take out imbalance levels, to then start moving to the downside. Okay, so that was pretty much I was looking for. So pretty much still the breakout retest of this this support zone over here. Okay, hope that makes sense. Because I want to see the market, if we want to get a reversal, if we want to see the market going to the upside from this point, I want to see the market breaking this point of structure, because it created, this is the high that created the last low. Okay, so this is the point of structure that needs to get broken if you want to see the market going to the downside. Now, if we don't get any confirmations, or if we don't, or if we're not able to react here on USD Canadian around these levels, then we have still that support zone that is sitting right over here. I'm gonna say, and what I'm seeing right now, if you want to see a breakout retest of this support, it's gonna take a while. This could be for next week even. All right. Sometimes you have to be patient when it comes down to forex. All right, we're almost we're almost between the 72 and 78 fips, so that's also interesting for you, Cat. Good, so that's UJ, CAT JPY, silver, and then we have gold. Um, I do like the structure here with gold, but especially if we look at this high, very interesting zone. If we take the information we got from the past, we also have a very interesting low here. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see. Even if it's only for educational purpose, I'm curious how this chart will react. There we go. Break resistance, and then we have the break of the support. There we go. All right, looks like that will be it. Let me check what you sent here. Yeah, I didn't really want to use this support zone. Okay, the resistance is good. It doesn't really matter. If we look at GU, it doesn't really matter if you use the resistance at this high or the resistance at this high, the breakout is the same, all right? But the point of structure is different in my opinion, all right? For me, if I really want to see the market reverse or go the other direction, I want to see it breaking these lows, all right? So it's very likely that the market will go a little lower or will go a little deeper into our price trap from this point. Take out, for example, this little demand zone that is sitting ready and then moving up, all right? Of course, we can also react where we are right now, but know that that opportunity or that possibility is also there, okay? So let me go over the charts one more time. 80 Canadian beautifully reacting. Let me first go over the ones we could potentially react on. So we have 80 Canadian. For the people who are reacting with limits or that kind of stuff, you should be running this already. GU is also, yeah, you have different opportunities. You can focus yourself on this last movement right over here, or you can focus yourself on this big movement right over here, okay? Then we have NZD Canadian is also reacting beautifully on this demand zone. So let's see how it will run, how it will turn out on the end of the day. And then we have UCAT. For UCAT, I want to see a little spike higher, like around this level would be amazing. Having that last buying candle that took out this little high here, getting that zone in, that would be amazing. Okay. And then, of course, we have AUD NZD. We also have GCAT, and then we have gold. All right. So we have in total around 7 price traps. That's more than enough. Okay, we don't need more than 7 price traps. This is a basic price trap day. It happens, we have way more than this, but this is, in my opinion, one of the most clean days you can have if you have around 5 to 7 price traps. Okay, good. So that's it for the price traps. About the Asian highs and lows, it happens a lot of times. What I know about it, or what I look at, or I personally don't really use it. I know just a student of mine here, or yeah, a team member of mine here in Belgium, he is using a certain strategy that is really looking into these Asian highs and Asian lows. All right. And he also use it as a confirmation to see the market take out that Asian high or Asian low and then move in the direction we want to see. I saw a certain chart, like for example, right over here. All right, this is an Asian high that is created, or an Asian low that is created. So as a confirmation, he wanted to see this low getting broken, or this liquidity getting taken out before the market moves up. Okay, so that's a little bit how Asian highs and lows could work or could fit into your strategy. I'm personally not really too deep into that. I'm personally not really using that. I'm just focusing on the new way we discussed on previous calls. So yeah, this is the thing I know about it. So I hope I could help you a little bit further. If you want to know more information about this, you should definitely contact Sven, and he will help you further. I'm pretty sure about that. It also has to see with liquidity and that kind of stuff. But like I said, I'm not really a person who uses it. I know it can be used, but yeah, I just don't use it as a confirmation. Alrighty, so good. Once again, for the people, NZD Canadian, AD Canadian, GU, USD Canadian, these are 4 pairs that are very interesting at this point. You know what I want to see. You know what you could react on. For the people who are here for a few months, of course, if you're brand new here and you're like, I don't know how to react on this, that's normal. All right, give yourself time. Make sure to be on the sessions as many as you can, and you will see the more you will be here, the easier it will become, the more you will understand it. All right. Can you show AD and ZD again? Of course. Here you go. I use this wick here. Not really the most interesting low, to be honest. When I'm seeing this, we have some demand sitting here. All right, so be aware of that this could be a retest for going to that higher movement. So simply following up that uptrending movement. Okay, good. Let me go over the crypto chart pretty fast just to close off the session for today. So Bitcoin, what have you done? All right, we have seen a spike higher last night. How did the daily close on that? We are rejecting pretty strong on the daily, so that's good. 4-hour time frame also rejecting pretty strong. Took out some higher levels here. Let's see if this breakout is of any meaning here. And how can we know that? By simply watching the zones we are at this point. Okay, so we have point of interest right over here, but we can also go a little lower right over here. Okay, so these 2 zones are very important right now, because this could be a reversal on the lower time frames. Like you can see, we are creating this downtrending market, and now we are breaking the high that broke the previous low. So or we are respecting these 2 zones and move higher to the upside, or we will just move further into the downside and try to break this low. This little line is simply the daily low that I want to see getting broken. Okay, before we can really expect the market to go lower into the 53 levels or something like that. Okay, so this is basically the vision of Bitcoin, the vision of the crypto charts. We are already at some demand zones, so we have a big possibility that the market will start moving higher from this point. Ethereum, I think it will be exactly the same thing. Yes, sir. Like you can see, we are here at demand levels, and we are creating that uptrending movement. So there's a very high chance and a very high probability that the market will go from this point to the upside. Okay, so let's see how it will turn out at the short term 1-hour time frame. I am back in the bullish mode for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, but that's of course only the 1-hour time frame, because the 4-hour time frame is still in that downtrending movement, or downtrending moment. Okay, so good, that will be it. To close off one more time, guys, between 2:30 and 4, we do have some red news, so be careful, be aware of it. Always make sure to follow your risk management. And like you guys know, I'm not here to give you any financial advice, but make sure to always have your risk management on point, that you have a plan that is tight, that you are respecting, that you never throw away. All right, because this will make you or break you, in my opinion. Risk is the most important part when it comes down to trading and when it comes down to investing. Okay, what is your opinion to Bitcoin down to 52? Well, like I said, I'm really like following it up right now. It's a battle. If we take a look at the higher time frames, we see that we are in a consolidation modus. All right, the weekly is just a little retracement, which is normal when we see such a strong move to the upside. The daily is really like that consolidation move that is stuck in between a high and a low. And now on the 4-hour time frame, what I was doing right now is what I'm doing basically on a daily basis. All right, we do have that opportunity to go back to the 52K area. I do understand that vision, and I like that vision because we have some very interesting zones right over there. And the 4-hour time frame is still in that downtrending movement, so we are still heading towards it. But once we start breaking that structure, and that's why I always say make sure to follow up on a daily basis. So when you wake up, just check the highs and the lows of the day, or check the highs and lows of the last point of structures that the market has created, and see where the breakout has been, or if there is a breakout, or if the market is still in between the zones. Okay, so at this point, that's what I'm looking for. From this point on, just keep on going to the downside. 4-hour time frame view because of this downtrending movement. Okay, like you can see. But the 1-hour time frame, like I said, that could be a sign that the market could start moving to the upside from this point. Okay, we have that 1-hour downtrending movement here that it has now broken structure. We are already reacting on some demand zones, so there is a very high possibility and probability that the market will start moving higher from this point on. Okay, but I do like the vision, to be honest, to see the market getting back to 52. I think everyone likes that. I think everyone wants to see that if you are educated about crypto, because these are some interesting dips and retracements that you can use to find yourself some interesting investment points on the altcoins, of course. Personally, yeah, if Bitcoin goes to 52, I could live with that, but I'm not really interested in buying this high. Okay, I would more focus on the smaller coins and look for opportunities right over there. Okay, because like you know, if the market goes for a retracement, or if Bitcoin goes for a retracement, chances are high the whole market will go into a retracement. Okay, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Hope you guys had a little value here. If there are no more questions, I'm going to close off for today. Of course, we have our session back tomorrow to review the price traps that we have been talking about right now. And of course, we will make some new price traps for tomorrow. Okay, so thank you all for being here. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. And I don't see any questions coming in, so I'm going to close off. Enjoy this beautiful weather we have here in Belgium for once. So make sure to enjoy it. And then we see each other back tomorrow morning, 8:30 Brussels time zone. Ciao, ciao.